Oh, is that a two-player game? Can I join in?
No, get off. This is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. It's a puzzling adventure where one player controls both characters at the same time. It's been out on loads of other platforms for ages, but it's just landed on iOS.
Wait. Both characters at the same time? What is this madness?
It's not madness. Well, it is sometimes. It's actually a really clever little mechanic. The two characters, the brothers of the title, have different skills. One's stronger and can push switches, the other's a bit smaller and can get through gaps and sneak about a bit.
So, it's like tapping your head and rubbing your tummy?
I guess so. It's not that often you actually need to control them both simultaneously. Instead, you can move one at a time if you want. You've got two joysticks on the screen, one for each brother, and pushing on them will perform a context-sensitive action.
But how do you know when to do that?
Well, objects you can interact with in the world are highlighted in either blue or orange, with the colours corresponding to one of the brothers. Some things do require you to use both of them, like particularly heavy switches or items you need to move around.
Is there any action?
Sort of. There are sections where you need to get past enemies, but since you're playing kids, smashing their faces in isn't really an option. Instead, you need to figure out how to use the environment to your advantage.
And a story. I like stories.
Yep, you got a story. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but you're trying to save your father's life. You'll meet loads of interesting characters along the way who'll try and help or hinder you. It's more than enough to push you through some of the game's problems.
Problems? Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's nothing terrible, to be honest, but there were a few issues in my playthrough. One boss just stopped moving, so I had to restart the puzzle. I had a couple of crashes too, and the game chugs a bit on the iPad Air.
Resource heavy then?
Oh yes. But it's absolutely stunning. I mean, actually breathtaking. Some of the vistas make you want to stop and sit on the grass and just stare. Brothers is definitely one of the best looking games on the App Store.
But is it one of the best playing?
I don't think that makes sense. If you're asking if it's a good game, though, yeah, it is. In fact, it's nearly a great game. It's just a little bit fiddly in places, due in part to it being a port of a game that was initially designed for controllers, but it's still a wonderfully entertaining and enthralling adventure.
Do I even have to ask if you're going to recommend this?
Well, it's nice to be asked. But yes, this one gets a wholehearted recommendation from me. It works pretty damn well on iOS, it'll only set you back a few quid, and it'll keep you engaged for hours. Definitely one to download as soon as you can.
Hey, please!